The Bureau Boys is an improvised detective serial. Every Monday morning, the Bureau Boys solve crimes based on clues sent in by their informants.
That's you! Go to thebureauboys.com to submit your clues, informant.
It was a Tuesday afternoon. The Bureau Boys were in their office, twirling their thumbs.
Detective Potter was also twirling around a revolver. It went off and shot out one of the lights.
As glass shattered, a second noise appeared at the front of the room, by the door. A door that's never rapped upon.
The Bureau Boys were surprised that they were able to see this noise appear, but it sounded like a knock.
Hello?
Detective Potter, there's someone at the door.
Quick.
Quick,
Slick your hair back.
Yeah, okay.
Do something.
Put your pants on and put your gun away.
The Bureau Boys stumble over each other, rushing toward the door, before Detective Riley flings it open.
Hello? Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Ma'am, are you okay?
Well, no. I've talked to the FBI. I've talked to the police. They just laugh at me. They think this is ridiculous, but I'm telling you, fellas, something's going on.
Detective Riley, this sounds like a case.
It sounds like a big case. Please, ma'am, come this way. Detective Riley removes the young woman's coat and ushers her inside before quickly closing the door.
Oh, thank you so much for seeing me. Look, I know this sounds ridiculous.
Nothing sounds ridiculous to us, ma'am.
See, I have had the same standing grocery order with McConnell's Grocery, week after week after week. No problems.
Sorry, ma'am, McConnell's Grocery, just on the other side of town?
Yes, I prefer that because they carry... Look, I go there because they carry a very specific brand of bread that I enjoy ever so much. Mrs. Walkowitz's. Have you ever had it? Oh, you should.
It's the super white bread, right? The whitest of the white bread.
Detective Riley.
But they do carry that. And they carry the pumpernickel. But they also carry, because I love both of those so much, they carry a marbled rye. Now that marbled rye bread has been missing from my grocery order for going on 3 weeks now.
Ma'am, how often do you order this marbled rye?
I've been ordering it for 4 years. Always in there. And you know what? I call up the store, and they are the most lovely, reliable people you could ever want to interact with. But I call them, and they said, no, Mrs. Simpson, we put the bread in there.
I'm so glad you said that, Mrs. Simpson. I was just about to ask. I feel like we've been being very rude. What is your name?
My name is Mrs. Gladiola Simpson. Gladiola like the flower.
Oh.
Right.
My dad used to call me his little blossom.
Oh,
That is absolutely
that's adorable. Well, I'm Detective Potter, and this is Detective Riley.
Hello.
How do you do? Nice to meet you.
Ma'am, for the purposes of marketing, can you tell us how you found out about us?
Well, I'll tell you. I walked past this storefront. I live about 3 blocks away, and I walk past it, and I see that light on in the window, and I think to myself, bless those boys for going and finding out all of the troubles in this world and working to solve them. And I know that's what you boys do. So when I came with this problem that nobody else wanted to listen to, I just knew you would listen to me.
That's exactly what we do, Mrs. Simpson. And I also appreciate that once you got into our false storefront on street level, that you committed to going into the elevator down these many, many levels into our sub-basement bunker, which is where our office actually is. I can't believe you committed to that so much, Mrs. Simpson. Thank you.
It's not an easy trek, that's for sure.
No, we have to do it every day.
And there's no signs posted.
Well, that explains why you have such nice muscular thighs.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Simpson. I know you're not talking about my partner, but thank you.
Mrs. Simpson grasps Detective Potter's thighs, gives it a nice squeeze, but lovingly. Mrs. Simpson, do you mind? Can I call you Gladiola?
Sure. You can even call me your little Blossom if you want.
Mrs. Simpson sidles up along Detective Riley, nudging her shoulders in a suggestive manner. Very good, Gladiola. Well, what I wanted to know more about was the bread and how it's delivered to your home, because from your story, it sounds like there's a point of interception between the grocery store and your home.
Well, see, that's the other thing that's odd. I have had the same delivery boy for 4 years. Well, 4 years minus 3 weeks. All of a sudden, this new fella starts showing up and my bread starts disappearing. And he doesn't shave, which is very, very concerning.
So to be clear, Mrs. Simpson, you are getting the rest of your groceries. You're just not getting your marbled rye.
Correct.
Okay, Mrs. Simpson, what's the name of this new character?
He won't tell me.
He remains nameless? A delivery boy in our town that doesn't give his name?
Disgusting.
I know.
That means he's not filed on the delivery boy registry.
That's true, which we have access to. Mrs. Simpson, can I ask a tangential question?
You can ask whatever you like, darling.
Mrs. Simpson pinches Detective Potter's cheeks. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Simpson. How are you going through so much marbled rye?
Well, you see, that marbled rye reminds me of my own father. And so every time I eat it, it reminds me of him. So I eat it with every single meal. I eat it with my eggs at breakfast. I make a sandwich with it for lunch. And I layer it into a casserole for dinner.
Detective Potter, can I have a quick sidebar with you?
Do you mind, Mrs. Simpson, if we have a quick sidebar?
Oh, not at all.
It won't take long.
Now, I have heard that people with a bread obsession, I've been watching a lot of My Strange Addiction, and sometimes when you get a lot of bread, they tend to not just consume it, but they use it around the house, they hang it on the walls, some have fashioned beds out of it. So I'm just going to tell you right now, we might be getting into some strange territory here.
Okay,
great.
Why are you telling me?
Oh, well, I just needed to warn you. I know how sensitive things can become, when it comes to food and being used outside of their normal use.
Detective Riley, you're suggesting we're going to be walking into a real hoarder situation, which is what I watch on my spare time, and I really wish we'd stop fighting over the TV at home. But when I'm watching hoarders, you walk into a home like this, and you just there could be bread on the walls, there could be stacks of bread from floor to ceiling. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right. Also, probably bread figurines. Who knows? All right, I just wanted to lay that out there so we're on the same page.
Okay. End sidebar.
Very good.
Mrs. Simpson, do you live close to our office? It doesn't look like you drove here from our Periscope.
No, I live 3 blocks away. That's why I've walked past here.
Of course. And you said that you've been ordering from across town because this is your place. This is the care that they put into this marbled rye. So what I'm saying is this guy has to get all the way across town. This unknown delivery man, which is what you said. I'm just using delivery boy. I'm using your words, Mrs. Simpson, not my own. Has to get all the way across town. We don't know that it's the delivery boy per se that is stealing this. Well, I'm also making an assumption on stealing. The marble rye goes missing somewhere, we presume, between the store and your front door.
Yes. Oh, you're a sharp one, aren't you?
Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Simpson.
Mrs. Simpson strokes Detective Potter's cheeks and lifts up his hat to check his hairline.
It's all there, Mrs. Simpson.
Gladiola, how many loaves of bread do you order each week, I'm assuming?
Well, I have a standing order for 1 gross.
1 gross?
Gross?
Love loaves. They're not gross loaves. It's a gross of loaves.
A gross of loaves, not even a gross of slices? That's a lot of bread, Mrs. Simpson.
And you're slicing your own bread, Mrs. Simpson? I'm sorry, Miss Gladiola, because that's what I prefer to use.
Yes, because I don't like how thin the industrial slicers slice the bread. So yes, I prefer to slice my own with an electric knife.
Mrs. Simpson, do you have any description of this delivery boy? I don't even know if this is a delivery boy.
Is he a boy or a man?
No, he's a very large man. You know what he looks like? We know in Disney where they have that big like bulldog guy and he's the bad guy and I forget his name.
I
But
do,
he's always
Mrs.
there with
Simpson.
Goofy.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
I
what'd
do.
you say?
I recognize that, Mrs. Simpson. My partner here is not very hip to the pop culture, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's the one with the duck that swims in the gold, right?
No, Detective Riley. No. Yes, Mrs. Simpson. I do know that reference. Thank you.
Yes, and he's got a little cap, like a little
Derby cap?
newsboy cap, kind of.
Yes.
And he's always full of stubble. I don't like stubble. You're nice and smooth, though. I like that.
Detective Potter rubs his own cheek. Yeah, I just shaved just this morning, Mrs. Simpson.
So tidy and neat.
Thank you. Unlike my bearded partner over here.
I swear it was not me who stole the bread.
No, I know. See, your full luxurious beard is fine. It's the stubble I don't like.
The in-between times.
Correct.
Okay. So, Mrs. Simpson, did you ever ask for any identification from this bearded or this stubbly delivery boy?
Man,
Well, I asked him because, when I call up McConnell's, they'll say, oh, well, we sent, Joey or Timmy or whatever. This guy does not look like a Joey or a Timmy. So I asked him, what is your name, sir? And he just said, who wants to know? Like that. Who wants to know?
And did you tell him you?
Yes, I did.
And he didn't give you his name?
No, he laughed. He just chuckled and turned around and left and said, what are you going to do about it, lady?
Gladiola, can I stop you there? Does he still leave all of your groceries? He brings all of the rest of the groceries?
Yes, he does.
Gladiola, I'm sorry, Mrs. Simpson. Do you think that this boy or man, Jimmy, Timmy, Joey, Timmy, whatever his name may be, do you think he knows that the marbled rye is not in the delivery order and is supposed to be?
I do think that because I've asked him. I've said, you got my rye in there? My marbled rye in there? And he lies. He lies to my face and says yes.
Gladiola, does your dead father have any enemies?
My father was a saint, but sometimes saints can irritate people, I suppose. He was very big into telling the truth.
Ooh.
Okay, and did he like to keep his own face well kept, shaven clean to the skin?
That was my daddy. Yes.
Just following this line of questioning, did you ever see him encounter men who looked a little shabby and a little unkempt and a little stubbly? And if so, did he ever have some words with those types of people?
Well, it's so funny you should ask. That's where I developed my distaste for the stubbly face. I saw a man with a stubbly face shove my sainted father into a bunch of garbage cans.
Oh my God, Detective Riley.
Is this how he died?
No, he was covered in banana peels and coffee grounds.
Right. Yeah, that.
Like a cartoon, almost, Detective Riley.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mrs. Simpson, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
If your father were to go to a deli and order a sandwich, would he order a Reuben sandwich or would he order a grilled cheese sandwich on white?
My father?
Correct.
Oh, my father ate nothing but marbled rye.
Oh, God, okay.
I mean, he might have different fillings. You know, he might get egg salad, he might get ham, he might get pastrami, but it was always on that marbled rye.
Okay, I'm going to give you another option, Mrs. Simpson. You mentioned this delivery boy's laugh.
Man.
Now, well, she keeps saying boy, Detective Riley. He may be a man. I'm not making any assumptions. So Detective Riley is going to do one example of a laugh, and I'm going to do an example of a laugh. And can you tell us which one is closer to this man's laugh?
I'll certainly try.
Thank you so much. Okay, Detective Riley, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Here I go. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, that's option A. And then option B is hoo 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 hoo. Do you need to hear them again, Mrs. Simpson?
It was much closer to Detective Riley's, to be honest, but with a deeper, like if Santa was Satan, like a satanic Santa.
We've definitely dealt with something similar to that, haven't we, Detective Potter?
We have dealt with some weird stuff, Mrs. Simpson.
All right, let's review the facts. With your permission, Gladiola. We have a delivery man, boy, from McConnell's grocery.
Across town.
That's bringing you all of your groceries except for one item, and that is your prized marbled rye bread.
Every week.
And every week, yes, Detective Potter, he brings it. He brings all the groceries, and the marbled rye is never there. The store confirms that it's in the bag. They packed it for you, and now it's not showing up. Now, did you mention early on that McConnell's no longer carries that bread?
No,
Detective.
No, they still have it.
Okay, just making sure.
It's just not getting to her, Detective Riley.
Well, very good. I'm checking my notes.
Okay, and then this man has a stubbly appearance, a stubbly face, and he laughs like this. Ho, 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 ho. Something like that.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, and he's burly, and he wears a little cap like a newsboy and a turtleneck sweater.
This sounds like one of the Beagle Boys from DuckTales, Detective. You know what? Never mind. I'll explain to you later.
And Gladiola, he does resemble the type of person that your father would have some stern words for if he ever came across a man like this just on the streets.
Why, yes.
And just in the interest of clarity, Mrs. Simpson, Detective Riley, I think, made an assumption that your father was dead. You did say that the marbled rye reminded you of your father. Has he passed away?
Yes, he's presumed dead. I mean, they found a body in the harbor that matched his description, and we just assumed it was him.
The body that they found in the harbor 2 weeks ago? Wait, 3 weeks ago?
Well, yes.
Right around the same time, Mrs. Simpson, that you stopped getting your marble rye deliveries?
It was a terrible time to have a double tragedy like that happen.
It's all right, mister. It's all right. Gladiola, come here. It's fine. It's okay.
Detective Riley throws one hairy, burly arm around Mrs. Simpson's shoulders.
Ooh, that tickles.
Well, I'm glad I could bring a little cheer with my hair.
Mrs. Simpson, are you living with anyone? Is there anyone that can corroborate your story?
No, unfortunately, Mr. Simpson passed several years ago.
That's okay.
From an unrelated, he was just a very sick man.
We're so sorry to hear that, Mrs. Simpson, but that's okay. It's not that we're doubting you. I was just wondering if there's anyone else we should talk to that knows about this heinous crime.
Well, there is my sister, if you want to talk to her.
What if she looks anything like you? I'd love to speak to her.
Detective Riley, stop it.
Did I say that out loud?
Her name is Dandelion McGee.
Dandelion McGee.
Yeah.
She used to own the
flower shop.
haberdasher.
Yeah, it doubled as a hat repair shop, and she grew petunias.
Yes, Dandelion believed herself to be multi-talented.
She certainly sounds multi-talented, just like you, Mrs. Simpson.
Now, Gladiola, one last thing here. You've given us so much great information, and we are taking this case. Rest assured, we will bring your bread thief to justice. Can you describe? You said that the man found in the harbor was presumed to be your father. Did you get a look at that body?
All I saw was his trench coat, and that's all I could bear to see.
Gladiola, can you give us a description of your father? Was he a bigger fellow himself?
Well, he was tall, but he was very slender.
Not burly.
No, he was not burly.
Detective Riley, I know what you're trying to do. I get it.
And he was very, very bald. You know that Nightmare Before Christmas and that Jack Skellington? That's a little bit like my dad. He was tall and skinny and so much fun to be around.
All right, there.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Simpson. Mrs. Simpson, I guess my last question, can you describe the trench coat that you saw?
Why, sure. It was a black trench coat, and it was a London fog. And the belt on it was missing, but the belt loops were there.
And Mrs. Simpson, is that the same kind of trench coat your father used to wear? Is that why you assumed it was your father?
He was never seen without it.
Even in the summertime, I suppose.
Well, you know, being as frail and pale as he was, he kind of needed a lot of sun protection. He also always had a fedora, but that they never found.
And he ate a lot of bread, I suppose, to make up for his lack of body weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrs. Simpson, I can assure you that we will not rest until we find this sick perp that's stealing your bread from you. In the meantime, Detective Riley, I saw brought his own lunch. If you'd like some of our bread, we could definitely give you some of our bread.
You boys are too kind.
It's sourdough, but it'll do the trick.
Well, it's not like my daddy's bread, but maybe this can be the special bread that we share together.
Absolutely, Mrs. Simpson. And I promise you, you are going to be up to your eyeballs in marbled bread by the time Detective Riley and I solve this case.
Bless you, boys.
Very good. Thank you so much, Gladiola. I'm going to whip up this sandwich here. In the meantime, why don't you call all of your friends and family and let them know that we are in business and we are always taking new crimes.
Yes, and also if you could leave a review on Yelp and or Google reviews, that would be actually very, very helpful for us. And if you could like us on Facebook.
A preemptive positive review, yeah.
I'll make a point of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Simpson. So Mrs. Simpson turns and walks out of the Bureau Boy's office, up the elevator, 6 floors up to surface level, and strolls out into the street on a beautiful sunny day.
Detective Riley quickly makes a sandwich and rushes after Gladiola, for she forgot to take her sandwich for the road.
Meanwhile, Detective Potter opens up a new case file and titles a new folder, The Marbled Rye Mystery.
If you enjoyed this episode, help the Bureau Boys solve this case by submitting your clue at thebureauboys.com. They may use it on a future episode.
While you're there, why not join their informant network and tell all your friends and family to join too? But don't tell the criminals, because the Bureau Boys are coming for them.